Hello, it's good to see you today. I'm here to share a Bible story with you. So let's listen up because there will be two questions at the end for you to think about. So listen up, settle in, and let's hear what happened when Jesus calms the storm. I've got the story here, ready to read to you. I hope you enjoy it. Jesus calms the storm. Jesus had been preaching to a huge crowd by the Sea of Galilee all day. Evening began drawing in and he felt exhausted. Jesus needed to escape the masses of people and rest. Let's sail to the other side of the lake, he said to a few of his disciples. So they all climbed into a boat, pushed off from the shore, and raised the sail. Soon the little boat was speeding across the waters in the setting sun. Jesus sat back. His head drooped and he nodded off, lulled to sleep by the rise and the fall of the sea. While Jesus lay dreaming, the disciples were alarmed to see black clouds overhead. The wind rose, stirring up the water. The disciples hurried to roll up the sail, and the gale grew stronger. It whisked the waves up into great peaks, which sent the boat rearing up and then plunging down. Water crashed over the sides, and despite their efforts, they could not bail the water. The wave kept breaking in, threatening to sink the boat. Amazingly, Jesus slept through it all. But now the terrified disciples woke him. "Master," they shouted, "Master!" struggling to make their voices heard over the wailing winds. "Master, we're all going to drown." Jesus opened his eyes and got to his feet. His hair and his clothes were whipped around him as he stretched out his hands, looked up to the skies, and he cried, "Be still." At once, the wind dropped, the waves died away, and the clouds faded, and all was peaceful again. But now the disciples were frightened for a new reason. What kind of man commands the wind and the waves? It's an interesting story about Jesus and some disciples in the boat. And Jesus calms the storm by standing up, stretching out his hands and crying, "Be still." And the waves and the wind obeyed him. I wonder what you think of that story. I've got two questions for you now. I've written them down in my book. Are you ready? The first one is, think of a time when you have been frightened and who helped you through it. And the second one is, can you think of someone you look up to as a role model and why? Those are two very important questions. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. It's been good sharing the story with you. Bye for now.